Hey, today we're going to go through my analysis of the Wine Spectator Top 100 Wines of 2024. This is a list I have a lot of experience with, and I'm going to tell you how I use it and the wines I am targeting now. Hey, welcome back to Drinking It In. I am your host, Chris Casara. We are here to help you know more and drink better, and right now we are going to do the last of our three top 100 wines of 2024 reviews. This time it's the Wine Spectator. This is the list that I have the most experience with, and it's a pretty good blend of the James Suckling list, which is for everybody who spends $300 and more on a bottle, and the Wine Enthusiast top values, which are all 25 and lower. This is a blend. Now, I think we all know that the Wine Spectator is sort of a shill for California and Bordeaux and France, really, but they do a lot of features on like the same chateaus in Bordeaux over and over, which is why I don't subscribe to it anymore. But I think the California angle definitely proved out in this year's list. There's like 34 out of the 100 wines are from California. So if you don't like California wines, don't even look at this list because it's just all over the place. I think they did an okay job of mixing and or providing a nice variety outside of the California wines. I think maybe I would have expected more Bordeaux, but maybe that was because they were tasting 2021 Bordeaux, which doesn't have a great reputation on the vintage. Thank you from Agnes from No Sediment for that point, because I think she drilled that home in her video. But let's start with the wines I'm targeting, and we'll talk a little bit about something that pissed me off. Actually, you know what? Let's start with the thing that pissed me off. So they released their top 10, which was fairly ordinary, and then had a bunch of California wines and a bunch of wines over $200. But one of them, number 9 and 10, right, or the Vira Barolo Albe, which is their base level Barolo where they mix grapes from different vineyards, and the Remy Chardonnay from Napa. Those are two of my favorite wines in the category, and they're really good values. Like you can get that Barolo, that Vira Barolo at $40, and by them putting it in the top 10, I'm hoping it's not going to generate like too much more demand, and all of a sudden that's going to become a $50 wine and over $100 on a wine list constantly, because that was, as you know from a bunch of the prior videos I've done on wine lists and eating in restaurants, that particular wine has been one of those secret weapons of mine. So, all right, but we'll take emotion out of this. They pissed me off with those two, putting them in the top 10. Like put them in the top 20. Put them in like number 14 and 15. Nobody would care, but I care. So you did 9 and 10. But let's go into the wines I'm targeting now. Number 91 on the list, Dominique Piron. It's a Morgon Côte du Puy. So Morgon is the appellation in Bordeaux. Jesus. Beaujolais. We're going to do better this time. I have to do some corrections at the end. Morgon is the appellation in Beaujolais that gives you one of the bigger wines that you get from the Gamay grape. Côte du Puy, PY, is a vineyard within that appellation. A favorite of mine. Lots of different people make wines from that location. I've never heard of Dominique Piron, so I'm going to be looking out for that one. That's a 2022 vintage. Number 88, 2000, I think it was 22. I didn't have it in my notes. Yearing Station Pinot Noir from Australia, right? This is $25. If you're tired of trying to find value Pinot Noir from Burgundy and Napa Valley and Oregon, Australia's got a lot of potential across the board, but this is a Pinot Noir that I'm going to take a look for. Number 83, Chateau d'Oisy-Dain. It's a white Bordeaux. So white Bordeaux is Sauvignon Blanc, Semillon, mostly. There might be some other grapes in there. Love those wines. I find it really tamped down the aggressiveness and the sharpness of the Sauvignon Blanc. This one's one to look for. 2022, Pra, Suave Classico. I saw tasting notes that had plums, smoke, and flowers, right? Suave Classico Really nice white wines from the middle of Italy. This one at 21 bucks. Good idea. Number 56, 2021 Bodega El Nido Humia Clio. Now, the Clio wines. Clio is a blend of Monastrell, which is Mourvedre, Monastrell in Spain, and Cabernet Sauvignon. Still can get it under 50 bucks, and these wines are just lush and just stunningly gorgeous. If you have the ability to score one of these wines, you should get it. Pay the freight. Hopefully these they're staying in the 40s, which I like, and hopefully they stay that way. Great red wine for people who love Cabernet and maybe looking for a little bit of a change. Number 42, 2022 Barbera d'Alba from Giovanni Verberti. This is under 20 bucks. I love Barbera. I've been, I don't want to say championing Barbera on this channel, but I frequently talk about it and talk about it favorably. This is, I've never heard of the producer, but, under 20 bucks, a value Italian red wine, which is underpriced, I'm in. Number 39, 2022, Vinacobos Cocodillo from Mendoza, Argentina. This is a blend of Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, Malbec, and Syrah for 25 bucks. A nice big wine from Argentina. Let's go. 37, 2021, Valpolicella Chianti Classico at around $20. This is another Chianti Classico value. This is a producer I don't know of. I haven't heard of it. So, if I see that on a shelf, you can buy with confidence. And Chianti Classico is something that you guys need to focus on and make sure you're getting into if you like the Sangiovese grape, because it is some of the best value wines out there. Number 36 is another Vic wine. This is the Vic Miglia Cala. It's a blend of Cabernet Sauvignon, Syrah, Carmenere, Merlot, and Cabernet Franc, right around the $50 mark. So if you remember, there was a Vic Red on the James Suckling list that's over 100 bucks. This is what I think is their entry level at 50 bucks. I'm gonna try it because all the wines I've had from them, which has only been 2 different kinds, multiple bottles of each, they're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. It's kind of like the Clio that I mentioned a few minutes ago. Big red wines, just, well made, so easy to drink, and just delicious. Because that's what we're looking for in wine. We're just looking for delicious wines, delicious things to drink. Number 33, 2023, Elena Walsh, Pinot Grigio from the Alto Adige in Italy. I'm always looking for Pinot Grigio alternatives to Santa Margherita. This seems like it fits the bill. Number 32, 2021 Barnard Griffin, Cabernet Sauvignon from the Columbia Valley. Washington Cabernet Sauvignon, I think, are it's another class of wines that are underpriced. Washington State doesn't really have the cachet of people in the wine world. They don't really have like a great marketing message, and it's not something that you necessarily aspire to. So their wines remain underpriced, and they're putting out great quality. This one at 18 bucks, I'm sure, is a great idea. Number 30, the Kaiken Malbec Ultra from Mendoza, 2021. Always looking for nice Malbecs. This seems like a good idea. Number 25, 2021 Rutherford Hill Merlot from Napa Valley. It's a little pricey. I think it's in the high 40s, around $50 for a Merlot. But it's Merlot from the Napa Valley. I mean, anything from Napa Valley gets a price premium. And this one, Rutherford Hill, I've had some of their wines before, so this has me intrigued. Number 14, 2022 Turley Zinfandel from California. This is the Juvenile. So I'm guessing these are more young vines. I haven't done too much research on. I haven't done any research on it. But at $22 and with the pedigree of the Turley Zinfandel brand, I mean, this seems like it's got a target on its back. And then, we talked about numbers 9 and 10. Vira Barolo Albe, love it. Ramey Chardonnay, love it. But the last one from the top 10 that is intriguing to me and within my price range, and you can actually get, because it's not, I don't think it's allocated, is number 6, which is the 2002 Drouin Oregon Pinot Rose Rock. It's from the Eola Amity Hills appellation in Oregon. I've had a lot of success there. I think Evening Land Pinot Noir from there a few years ago. I had a couple of bottles of those. They were just stunners. Comes in at $44. Oregon, it continues to rise in price. Got to work on the old English, but at $44, this seems like it'll be a good value. Hey, I'd like to know, do you guys use this list? Do you pay attention to these top 100s and go through them for ideas? Do you guys subscribe to the Wine Spectator? Does anybody actually get that magazine anymore? I'm curious. I know I don't. I used to wait for that thing every month and tear through it, fold down pages, circle wines, and read about the same old Chateau and Napa producers over and over. And then I was like, why am I doing this? Hey, if you got here, as I've said in the past, if you got to this point, 11, 12 minutes in, who even knows? God bless you. Thank you so much for the viewing. And but if you're not subscribed, I think it's about 96.63% of you guys are not subscribed. So it'd mean a lot to me if you hit that subscribe button. And I will see you the next time.